Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Live Overdrive, and today we are once again, for the fourth time, this is episode 4, playing Betrayal at Krondor, my childhood favorite game. In the last episode, we did some cheesing, we did some grinding, and got Owen's haggling up to 80%. We also got Owen a new spell, Flamecast, which we haven't used yet. Very excited to use that one. It's a fireball. Finally, he can do some damage with magic. While you were away, I actually did a little bit more on off-screen grinding when there wasn't, a time crunch to want to finish the episode in one sitting and stuff. I just went ahead and I maxed out Owen's haggling, and I also maxed out Locklear's haggling too. I didn't do Gorith's because, without giving any spoilers that I don't have to, he doesn't need it. He will never actually have to use his haggling, although it is very high now because he got experience from the other guys grinding too. So, truthfully, like when you're on the shop screen and you're clicking and dragging, whoever you drag the item to is the one who does the haggling. So this will actually save me a little bit of time with inventory management. If like Gorith's inventory is full and I want to buy something and give it to him, I could just drag it straight to him instead of having to like drag it to Owen and then haggle and then drag it to Gorith. Pretty unimportant, but that is a thing. You may notice I also got Locklear's lockpicking up to 100. I did that. If we take a look here and head just a little bit south, there's a chest right on our way to Macmordain Cadal. If I can find it. There it is. This chest right here is just a nice, easy pick. So I just did that over and over and over again. Basically, while I was watching TV, I just did these things, click, 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 a whole bunch. Mostly, honestly, not even that necessary. Mostly just because I wanted to see that nice red, red blade there. So cool, I've got these guys' skills set up. Owen is emphasizing defense and accuracy casting, which he finally actually will be using now. Flamecast uses this stat to target. You can miss with it. We'll get a little bit more into that when we get into combat and I can show it off. I also have him emphasizing barding, which I do want to train up for him, although we're not going to be doing it right now. So I could take that one off. It wouldn't really matter, but I'm going to leave it set. We can have 3, so we'll stick with 3. Gorith, I don't want accuracy crossbow. We're going to look at defense, melee, and again, stealth. I want his stealth to be good so that we can surprise enemies. And then Locklear, now that he's got full haggling and lockpick, I've just got everything on defense, accuracy crossbow, accuracy melee. So as we're fighting combats, he's going to get better and better. All right. Not sure where the chest went, but that's okay. All right, now that all of that boring bookkeeping is out of the way, let's talk about what we're going to do next. So our goal is to get to Krondor. We got a couple paths we could take. We could just go straight south through Zun, which we've been to already, and along the coast here to Krondor. We could head inland toward the forest, but then hit Hawk's Hollow and Eggley and Tenners along this road. Those are both viable options. They're both full of bad guys to fight. And then the other option is we could go north to Yaban, which we started actually very close to and didn't bother going in, and then to Tirsog, L'Oreal, and Hawk's Hollow. And that's actually what I want to do. I want to go north. We're going to go through here. There's some stuff I want to check out in Tirsog, which you'll see when we get to it. And also, if you remember that side quest we have to find Makala's rubies, they directed us to I think a shopkeeper, at any rate, a gem trader in L'Oreal might know more about that. So we want to go to L'Oreal so we can work on that quest. So I think we'll head north and around there, kind of roundabout to Hawk's Hollow, and then west into Zun, pick up where we left off, and then head down the coast to Krondor. So that's my plan. We're going to zip north here, which should be quick because there won't be any bad guys, at least along the way that we have traveled so far. Because there's no random encounters or anything in this game. It's really just they're all what do you want to call it, pre-programmed. So if we've been through an area and we've cleared it, it's done. We're safe. This hole, I don't think we've looked at before. Something had been buried under the dirt. The hole's not big enough to put a man in, so it's safe to assume it isn't a grave, Locklear said. Might be a secret cache of food or supplies. Let's take a look. It is food and supplies, in fact. We got unspoiled rations. Not every day you see food buried in the ground that is still good, but alright. And then we have this, which is an adventurine. I don't think we've actually used one of these before. Uncorking the mouth of the oilskin, Gareth poured out a small portion of the gold-flecked lacquer into his palm and examined it. Named after a type of impure brown glass common in Rillanon, it was an ideal resin to use on crossbow strings when they began to lose their cohesiveness. So I guess the idea is that if your crossbow string starts fraying, this will kind of stick it together, which doesn't seem like it would add strength to me, but I am definitely not an expert in archery, so I will take their word for it. Rillanon, I don't think we've talked about before. Maybe we have. It is the capital city of the Kingdom of the Isles, if I'm not mistaken. It's far to the east on the actual Isles. Kingdom of the Isles is named so because on the far east there are several islands where the kingdom originated, and then it kind of spread west to where we are now. This is almost, in some ways, is the frontier, although it's been settled for a while. Anyway, this is the maintenance item for crossbows. Just like whetstones are the maintenance item for swords, and armors, hammers, which we haven't gotten yet, are the maintenance item for armor. This one will repair crossbows. So if I give Locklear's damaged crossbow to Goreth, we go into Goreth's page and accent weapon crafting real quick. We can use the adventurine, and hey, it goes from 80 something to 94. Great. That's a pretty good crossbow. We should actually make a point to use it soon. And we'll go ahead and turn off weapon craft, turn back on stealth, and let's get moving. That's a nice little find. 10 uses too. That's pretty good. Oh, Owen raised a finger to his lips, sensing that someone or something was nearby. He used the agreed-upon sign that caution was called for. They steeled themselves for combat, their nerves wound like tight springs. Abruptly, a figure emerged into the open before them. Squire Philip! Owen, what a surprise! I forgot about his accent until the last second there. We don't have anything new to talk to him about, but it's nice to see him. Friendly face. Looks like we got a chest here. I'm sure that we have clicked this before, but let's check it out. This is a Moradel chest. I don't think we have looked at this one, actually. Prince Arutha, from his lofty perch, will find our troops without a search. His men will fall, his castle too, and then what will Prince Arutha do? If you recall, these chests are placed here by the Moradel, which is what Goreth is. They're kind of at odds, at war with the kingdom. Literally at war. There was a literal war with them a couple books ago, as a matter of fact. Anyway, these are like spy dead drops with riddle locks on them that only Moradel can read. So we have Goreth with us so we can read them. And the idea is that no kingdom person could open these. I guess they're not worried about people moving the chests or just hacking them open, but at any rate, with that knowledge, we know that these guys don't like Prince Arutha. So, Prince Arutha, from his lofty perch, will find our troops without a search. His men will fall, his castle too. And then what will Prince Arutha do? There's like an extra syllable in that line. He'll die. That's what he'll do. He'll die. Fabulous. The chest thumped. Satisfied the magical locks had released, Owen tipped open the large wooden lid. Is there anything in here? Yeah, there is, but it's sword and armor. I mean, that's fine. That's something. It might be better than what our guys are wearing right now. In fact, it is. Let's give Owen the 84, and let's give Locklear the 78. Riveting content. Oh, we have a whetstone. I didn't realize. Okay. Let's turn on that weapon craft. And take care of this sword, shall we? Not bad. I gotta remember to swing these Moradel lampreys. They're, So, base damage is much more with a swing. They are less accurate, though. There's 10 less accuracy with a swing than a thrust, so... risky, but... They are an elf sword, and Garth is an elf, so, you know, maybe he can hit them. Be good. Okay, well, that was a nice little find, too. We'll go ahead and continue. North, I wonder if we have caught up... Alright, so we're coming up to where we started. And that might actually be this path here. It's probably where we started. Yep, there's Hayseth. Or Gorth's kinsman, Hayseth. Who, I mean, to be fair, tried to kill Gorth, so he kind of had that coming to him. Alright, and now we will head north, which we've not done yet, and I think this is Yeban right here. So, yeah. So we really could and maybe should have gone here very first. But we didn't. That's okay. It is... Oops. Best if we move through this town as quickly as possible. I left a wedding party here not too long ago, and it might raise unpleasant questions if I were seen here again. I started reading him like Squire Philip. We may need supplies. There's a shop here called the Crossroads where we might be able to pick up a few things. Otherwise, we should be cautious. Well, right now it's nighttime, and I'd really like to find an inn, if we can. Not sure if they have one here. No, I don't think they do. That's too bad. Because if you rest at an inn instead of on the road, you regain more health. Your maximum health is higher. It looks like we don't have that option. So we'll go ahead and rest the night. And let's check out this town. Locklear looked around nervously as Gorth knocked. Doesn't seem that anyone's about, he said. Luck's with us. I guess if it's lucky that there's nobody around, I don't know why they knocked on the door to begin with. That's fine. A bell rang. No sooner had Locklear managed to get the door open than he found the shopkeeper was escorting him inside. The Crossroads is what Owen just told us about. Let's see what they have to sell. Oh! They have, some nice swords. Look at that, a great sword, Keshian tapir. Akesh is, the nation to the south of the Kingdom of the Isles, which is loosely based, I think, on Middle Eastern culture. I'm not sure if it's any particular country. But the Empire of Kesh is huge, and I think generally considered more powerful than the kingdom. That's sweet. Elven armor. Wow, some good stuff. Armor's hammer and a whetstone. We might buy those. But importantly, they have the Moradel lamprey here, which means lamprey. We can actually sell this thing. But first, let us... Good, we still got weaponcraft. Let's repair it. Get that experience, and also it'll sell for more, which is nice. 16 sovereigns, so much more than broadswords. It's astounding. Yes, we will take that. That's fantastic. Let's also repair this guy. Get it up to 90? Not bad. 3 sovereign, yeah, see, that's like a fifth of the price. But it's still money. I'll take it. Is there anything we want to buy here? Yes, I want an armorer's hammer. Oops. We gotta use our newfound haggling powers. Best I can do, it's been a difficult month. 19 sovereigns and 5 royals. That's okay. I think we can do better. So we'll just reset it. 19 sovereigns, 19.6 I think? Alright, 26 sovereigns, haggle. Fair enough, the shopkeeper said with a smile. Even with a reduction, I've made a pretty profit off it. 19.5. Okay, that's about the same. So we'll go ahead and accept that. And then we're gonna get a whetstone too, which I will also haggle for, but it's worth almost nothing. Okay, he knocked a couple royals off it, or a couple, yeah, royals off it, so I'll take it. Alright, so we'll give that to Garth. We'll also give this armor to Garth. And I'm gonna go ahead and accent his armor craft as well. And do a little repairing. 6 sovereigns and 8 royals. That's not bad, actually. It's not bad at all. Yeah. And looks like we got some armor here too. We'll repair that. There is, I guess, an exploit strategy in this game to get a set of armor very, very damaged, like down to 10%, and sell it to this shop. And then you can come back and buy it back over and over again. Because it becomes infinite once you sell it to the shop. And then you can repair it over and over again, and you'll end up turning a profit on it because you can buy it for so little because it's so damaged. And then sell it back for more. I do want to try that, but I need to get a set of armor that's beat up enough. So, could do it with this elven armor maybe, but I think we want to do it with kingdom armor. Unfortunately, these ones are in pretty good shape. What I should have done is kept one of those ones that was beat up, but that's okay. We'll just keep our eyes peeled and see what we can find. Yeah. Why don't we repair these guys' armor while we're at it? It's nice to be able to repair this stuff, keep it in good shape. Love it. Alright. Cool. I think we are set then. We got plenty of repair stuff. We did good. Alright. Gorth's armor craft has increased. That is what I like to see. Up to 50. Honestly, we don't really need to get his weapon craft or armor craft a whole lot higher because, as you can see, he's pretty good at repairing already. But if I can manage to get that, call it an exploit, to work, I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna make you watch it. Okay. Oops, and I gotta remember to have Gorth do stealth instead of crossbow accuracy. Gorth's melee accuracy really, really, really needs to go up. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, I don't remember if we went to this house yet or not. Oh yeah, that one we had been to. Okay, this one we have not. Locklear knocked on the door. For a long moment he leaned against the door frame as he waited, positioning himself so he could listen for the sounds of any stirrings inside. When at last it was evident that no one was coming, he stepped back with a shrug. Doesn't seem that anyone is about, Locklear said. We've read that one before. Soon we'll have to start glossing over these, but... Definitely not a good idea. That's my aunt's house. As much as I would enjoy the opportunity to explain why I'm traveling with the Moradel, I think we should leave. Alright, Owen. Small house. Locklear knocked on the door. For a long moment, okay. Same one. Nobody's home. Gorth pointed at the house. I don't know, Owen replied to the unasked question. I know it's not a relative's house. Good enough, Gorth said, turning on his heels. He marched to the door and knocked lightly as Owen watched the street. After a few moments, a disheveled-looking man answered the door. They talked for a short while and discovered the man had spent the better part of the night trying to break into the laundry shop that had recently gone out of business. The owner closed up shop and never returned the suit of armor I was having cleaned. You can get in there, it's all yours. I'm very tired. If you'll excuse me, I'd like to go to sleep now. Alright. So this must be that laundry shop. And I think I remember this, actually. Gorth tried the door. The building appears to have been abandoned. They locked up after themselves, he said. Think we should take a shot at opening it up? Yes, I do. And I have a feeling this will be very easy. Yep. The lock successfully picked. Locklear pushed open the door and entered the small building. Looked like this used to be some sort of a laundry shop, but apparently it's gone out of business, he said. Let's take a look around. There's some armor. 78% repairable. Lovely. Cool. Well, I think if we go into combat, I'm going to go ahead and give this to Locklear. We're going to dress him in that. We're going to try. We'll see what happens when we go into combat, but that's all right. Let's head northward. Make sure we didn't miss anything here. Anyway, the reason I'm giving Locklear the worse armor is because I'm gonna have him wear it, and if we get into combat here, My hope is that we can position him to just take a bunch of blows. And we'll just never repair his armor. And we'll let him soak up some damage and get that armor good and damaged, and then we'll go resell it. Or rather, I will go resell it and buy it back a bunch to get our armor craft up. And I think that will, that'll be cool. Hey, there's some guys up there. There's also some kind of shop here, which I think I want to check out first. Not sure what this is. The building creaked in a way that made Locklear nervous. You stay out here, he told Owen. Something doesn't feel right about this place. I'm going in to have a look around. When he returned a minute later, he had a grim look on his face. What did you find? There was an open chest lying on an empty work table. Looked as though it had been rigged with a system of tripwires and flints. The contents were no doubt explosive. Someone's been up to no good. The best we leave before they get back. I think that is just supposed to be kind of warning you of the existence of trapped chests. Which I bet this is one. Little in-world tutorial. Oh, no, this is a Mordell chest. Alright. What do we got? Gorth, scan the runes. Okay, we know that. In all the world, none can compare to this tiny weaver, his deadly cloth so silky and fair. That... Can you guess it? That's right. It's a spider. Lovely. Let's see what we got. Oh, some armor. Actually, some armor in worse shape. That's good. Happy to have that. Which means we can give these to Gorth. Have him practice some repair. I'm sure you all are just loving to see. Let's go back here. We got a shell. We can sell that. 46 silver pieces and some lockpicks that we're probably never going to need because we're not going to break any while Locklear is this good. The unfortunate thing is we can't train Gorth's lockpicking right now because I messed around with this a lot. It doesn't seem like there's any way to force a different party member to pick a lock. So it was just Locklear no matter what. So we can't get Gorth or Owen's lockpicking up right now. We're going to have to wait until the opportunity presents itself, and that's all I'm going to say about that. All right, we got some bad guys. They agreed to attack. Going over the plan as quickly as possible, Locklear laid out a simple strategy. We're set then, he said. Let's just hope our advance is undetected or our advantage will be lost. Really struggling with basically Locklear and Gorth's voices, but Owen's, perfect. All right, let's see what we can do here. The enemy was not surprised. In fact, they seemed eager to accept the challenge and move forward to meet the failed charge. Weapons at ready, shouted Locklear. Looks like we're going to fight this one on their terms. And that basically means we don't get to automatically go first, as far as I can tell. All right, Owen is going to play the runaway game. Locklear is going to play the get in the way and attack this dude game. Okay, alright, I like that. We're gonna let that guy keep attacking Locklear, and I'm gonna despair this fellow's eyes. Locklear, you're just gonna rest. And I think... Owen... Oh, I forgot. We have a new toy, Flamecast. So this is the first time we've seen this wheel. Basically, we selected Flamecast, and the damage it does is 3 times the cost. We get to choose how much health or stamina we want to use to cast this spell. So if we do 5, it'll cost Owen 5 stamina, and it'll do 15 damage. So we're going to try that. Line of sight yes means it's going to use his accuracy spellcasting. And this is the only way to train it, so let's throw some fireballs. Hopefully this won't hit Gorth. That's the fun thing about missing magic, is that instead of just, you know, the fireball goes past him and it doesn't hit, it can actually go wide and hit somebody else. So, let's do it. Hey, nice job, Owen. You hit the guy right in front of you. See, it did 15 damage, and it also did 2 damage to Gorth, because there is a little element of area effect, but it's not bad. So Locklear is just going to continue resting. Oops. There we go. Try kill this guy. Good. I'm gonna despair the eyes of this fellow. Locklear, you can rest again. Gorth, let's finish this dude off, huh? Alright, Owen. Maybe you can kill this dude. Let's do a flame cast. Ah, he missed. That's okay. Oops, I didn't actually mean to attack that dude, but that's fine. Alright, Owen, rest. Locklear, rest. Gorth, attack. Gorth, can you just... okay? Can you just be cool? That guy's running away. Alright, Locklear's health is getting down there, so I'm gonna use a spell that we haven't used before, called Gift of Sung. And this just transfers health from Owen to the target. So in this case, I'm just going to top up Locklear. And he's also going to rest. Remember, we're trying to get his armor as low as we can. And let's give this a shot. Accuracy 43. It's a low chance, but hey, maybe he'll do it. Oh, nice hit, Gorth. But the dude still got away. That's okay. Life goes on. Owen, you rest. Locklear, you rest. Gorth, you can advance next to this guy. Owen, Gift of Sung. I think we're gonna have to finish this here pretty soon. But not yet. Owen, rest. Locklear, rest. Owen, rest. Basically just everybody rest. Fortunately, with Gift of Sung, we can basically recover Locklear's health at twice the rate. And if this dude ever attacks again... there we go, good. He doesn't seem to get to... oh, now he's running away. Alright, that's fine. Let's bring him down. Flame cast. 15 health, I'm feeling lucky. 54% chance. Yes, Owen! Yes, Owen! Good hit with a fireball, bringing the guy down. Wonderful. Good job, Owen, I'm proud of you. The battle was won. Search the body for supplies, Locklear suggested, and then amended, but make it quick. If there are any more waiting out there, let's not be here when they return. Well, we know there is another one waiting out there because he ran away. That was fantastic. Let's see how Locklear's armor is doing. Clicked the wrong button. 24! Oh, beautiful. This is actually feasible. I didn't think this was going to work. That's great. Okay. Did Gorth get hit? No. Owen did, though. Gorth doesn't have enough space in his inventory. Alright, so Owen got hit, which means his armor can be repaired, so we'll do that. Put that back. Gorth's sword got used. I gotta remember to actually turn these things on. Alright, Gorth's sword got used. Locklear's sword got used. Fantastic. Those off. Alright, 24. That's pretty good. Alright, let's loot this body, shall we? We got some armor and a sword. We will give the armor a repair. Yeah, I guess the sword too, why not? Bring it up to 87. You know, the broadsword is 5 more accurate on a thrust than the lamprey is. But there's that racial mod, so I just don't know how effective the racial mod is. Because Goroth is having a hard time hitting, but it's possible that it's about the same. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with the one that does more damage, just because. Yellowtail milk, okay. Yeah. Alright, well that was pretty good. I think in another combat we can probably get Locklear's armor down to the minimum, which, as I understand it, is 10%. And then I can pause the game and go do that exploit I was talking about. And it's nighttime, we should rest. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Our guys are injured. So let's see. Owen, you need to... Alright, fearing that an infection might be loose in his system, Owen attended to his various nicks and cuts with the contents of the herbal pack. While it wouldn't make his wounds go away, it would at least speed his healing. And we're going to do the same thing for Locklear. What this does, I believe I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again, just makes them heal faster when they rest. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to camp till heal. Exactly morning. Love it. Love to see it. Alright. I am off the trail a little bit. I'm just, you know, checking for chests and goodies. There is a house to the right down this path. Oh! And another, I think this is a Moradel mercenary. Moradel warrior, hadn't noticed them. It's anybody's guess whether he's out to kill us or is just taking a stroll somewhere, Locklear said. Probably best if we try to avoid him. Considering the Moradel assassins are down here to kill Goroth, I feel like it's a good bet that he's out to kill us. Alright, let's do this again. Moradel warrior grinned, sidestepping their surprise attack to try and gain the higher ground. He waggled a mocking forefinger at Locklear, his eyes alight with bloody eagerness. Fine, Locklear said, preparing for battle, and we shall do this the hard way. No, it's just one guy. Alright, Owen is gonna run away, so he can cast. Locklear is gonna get a good hit. There we go, good job, Locklear. Proud of you. Goroth is gonna hang out. Perfect. Alright, we're just gonna chill for now. We're gonna let Locklear get hit. Fabulous. It's odd, when you rest like this, the bad guys don't seem to attack. I don't really know how the initiative system works in this game, if I'm honest. It's a little odd. I'm gonna do Gift of Song, just to keep Locklear's health nice and high. Lovely. He's fine. Oh, it only healed 12 because he was only down 12, that's why. Okay. I was concerned because I spent 20 health on it. But no, it is 1-to-1, I believe. Come on, bad guy, hit me. Hit me so I can have Owen start firing fireballs at you. I'm gonna move Owen here to be in range of fireballs, so as soon as I give the word, Owen can raise hell. There you go, guy, you hit him. Proud of you. Alright, we're gonna Gift of Sung Locky back up to health. Alright. And how the dude's running away. Okay, well that simply will not do. Let's see if we can flamecast this dude. This could backfire. We're gonna do a full power flamecast. If I miss, I might hit one of my boys. But let's try it. Yes, Owen! Yes, Owen! Hell yes! The battle was won. Search the body for supplies, Locklear suggested, then amended. But make it quick. If there are more waiting out there, let's not be here when they return. Party's abilities have increased. I'm gonna guess Owen's accuracy spellcasting and Locklear's defense. Am I right? Accuracy casting. And defense. Nailed it. Love it. Alright. Cool. Let's see how we did on this armor. 14%, I think that's low enough. Let's search this dude. We got a key that we don't need because our lockpick is impeccable. Gorth is carrying too much crap, so we're going to give some of that to Mr. Owen. And we're going to give this stuff to Gorth. Activate our crafting skills. Do a little repairing. And meanwhile, let's repair our own stuff. Oh, Gorth didn't swing his sword. Alright, we'll repair Locklear's sword. Oh. Well, Locklear did swing it, but I guess it didn't get damaged. Interesting. Okay. Well, nobody else took hits, so I suppose we'll just wait. Okay, so now I've got this damaged armor. I'm gonna go, let's go back. We're gonna go back to Yabon, and we're gonna see if this works. This little exploit thing. Right after we check out this hole in the ground. Something had been buried under the dirt. Oh, an herbal pack. Good. We love to see it. And some torches, which is good if we go inside a dungeon. All right. Oh, let's also check out this house, as long as we're here. Hope it's not something scary. The face of the door was covered with a pattern, a strange semicircle formed of oily black smudges that joined at the iron door latch. On closer examination, it seemed that the smudges were actually fingerprints of some kind. I really should have that cleaned, I suppose. Locklear jerked. Oh, that's not Locklear talking. I really should have that cleaned, I suppose. Locklear jerked upright at the sound of the gruff voice. Oh, it's a gruff voice. One more time. I really should have that cleaned, I suppose. Locklear jerked upright at the sound of the gruff voice. Nailed it. Padding from around the corner of the house, a balding man stopped next to Owen and held up a palm stained with black ink. A scribe tends to make quite a mess. Occupational hazard. Scribe, among other things, he said. Currently I have accepted a commission on behalf of a traveling merchant to do a survey of all the mercantile boxes in the area. He cast a knowing look at Gorth. Perhaps you would be interested in helping. And what would we profit from it? Gorth said quietly. Information, the scribe replied. I've acquired a book I think you'll find very interesting. There's a box just west of Hawk's Hollow on the southern side of a small hill. Find out what's in that box, and I'll give you the book. Now, leave me. I have much work to do. All right. That, I believe, is a side quest, which I'm going to make a note of in my newly acquired journal for this Let's Play. So this is, we're going to call this one, Scribe's Request. Pretending like this is a modern game with named quests and stuff. Alright, we're looking for a box west of Hawk's Hollow. Of Hawk's Hollow. Find what's in it. And bring it to the scribe in the cottage. Where is this cottage? This cottage is east of Yabon. Perfect. All right. I think we can do that since we're going that direction anyway. Oh, yeah, well, it'll be a while actually, but that's okay. All of our quests so far are right in here. Nice. All right, so let's go ahead and head back to Yabon. 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 Ah. It's further than I remember. Here it is. All right. Let's head to the shop. And let's see if this works. I'm really genuinely curious. I want to buy, sell. It's got the stuff that we sold to him already. Let's see. By the way, if you hear snoring in the background, that is my dog. She's sitting on the chair behind me, sleeping real hard, and it's very cute, but she is very noisy. Alright, let's see if we can sell this. 1 sovereign. Yes. Beautiful. Love it. Perfect. Does the shopkeeper have it for sale? Yes. And it's 8 gold and 1 silver. That is more, I think, than we will sell it for. Well, let's find out. Okay, so first things first, I want... Oh, he doesn't have enough room. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's sell all of our stuff. 6 sovereigns, okay. So, yeah, we're probably gonna about break even, I think. Because we can sell for about 6 sovereigns. We'll be able to haggle it down a little bit. Maybe to 6 sovereigns, probably more like 7. So, we'll be able to about break even doing this. Which should increase... It'll at least let us increase the armor crafting. Not great though. It's not going to make us any money, but that's okay. Oh, I sold Locklear's armor. Oh, that's fine. After we repair the thing, do this exploit, we'll get him some proper armor. Okay. Well, I'm going to try this once, and if it works, no. Oh, I think I screwed it up. Yeah, because they take the highest quality ones that you've sold. Okay. That's why we save. Alright. Let me, load the bookmark. Fabulous. Everything is slightly yellow tinged. I wonder if... Does Owen have a Ring of Prander activated? No, he doesn't. Okay. Well, I don't know what's up then. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give this stuff to Locklear. And... yeah. Okay, then we'll be able to pick up, I think, 4 sets of armor at a time. Cool. So, we're gonna go ahead and sell this. Alright, Locklear. 1 sovereign, cool. Okay, now we should be able to buy... Okay, Owen doesn't have enough room. I need to use Owen to haggle first. Alright. Haggle, alright. 6 sovereigns and 1 royal. That's good. We might break even then. I'm gonna accept that. Although we're gonna be buying armorer's hammers. But that's okay. So, okay, we'll give the 14 to Garth. And let's do... Oh. It's not infinite. Huh. Okay, well, I guess this isn't gonna work. I think... There must be a special way to do it, or a special shop that you're... Oh, no, it's still here. It's just out of order. Okay. That's, I don't, alright, whatever. That's weird. Accept. Accept. And I think 1 more? Nope, he's full. Oh, okay. He can only fit 3. That's fine. Alright, so let's try, make sure we're armor craft. We're going full armor craft. And we'll repair these to 57. 58. Now the question is, if I sell these back... Alright, we're only getting 3 sovereigns and 4 royals, so we are losing money on this endeavor. And if I sell them back, does he lose the 14? That is... Nope, he's still got the 14. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we can do this. I am gonna try this out. We'll see how high we can get Garth's armor craft. I'll go ahead and pause the recording so you don't have to watch it. But let me see how much I can improve this without losing too much money. It is gonna cost us. So I'm not sure how useful this is gonna be, but you know what, we're gonna find out. So I will see you in a moment when we have taken Garth's armor craft from 52% all the way up to 88%, which is pretty high. It's not as high as I wanted to go, but we ran out of money. So as we got higher and higher, you know, up to 88, we were able to repair the armor almost to 90%, and sell it back for about 5 sovereigns and 2 royals, I think is where we ended up. And we're buying for 6 sovereigns and 1 royal, so we were losing 7 silver per suit of armor, which is not that bad, but we also had to buy armors, hammers every 30 armors. So this worked. We got it pretty high. I mean, it's as high as it ever needs to be. I still want 100% it because I wanna, but it's gonna have to wait because we're out of money. But that's fine. Money is not hard to come by in this game. I also want to get Locklear's armor craft up, which also is gonna have to wait. Weapon craft is not going to be that hard because we can buy, in fact I'm going to do it now. I gotta give Gorith his stuff back. But we can buy a whetstone for 2 sovereigns. That's pretty good. And just basically we'll find them all over the place, but also you know, every sword we find we can repair, and that'll get our skill up pretty good. Certainly as high as it needs to be for the sake of gameplay, but you know, I want to get it up to 100 because I think that's fun, because making numbers go up is entertainment for me, I guess. All right. Oh, Owen is down again. Well, okay, yeah, we're good. All right, well, let's see if we can finally make it to Tirsag. I bet we're probably gonna run into a few more combats here. All right, there's that last one we had. I wonder if there's anything in the trees back here. There's a hole. Hey, I think we looked at that one already, though. Yeah, we did. All right. Okay, let's go back to the road. Look back here first. I always want there to be something, and there never is. Till I see it from the road. Eventually we'll get to the next town. Wait, did I? Oh, no, that's not our own. Oh, that's clever. There's a body on the ground. All right, Locklear noticed a circle of holes. Instinct taking over where common sense had failed him, he shouted for stillness. Don't move. In our daydreaming, we've allowed ourselves to wander straight into a trap. Oh. And there's a mage here. All right, so this is a trap. I don't think we've seen one of these before. If you turn on the grid, it's a lot easier to visualize what's going on. So there are 2 sets of pylons here, and there's that line between. If you walk between that line, you get zapped, and I will show that to you. I'm not going to do it with my guys. I'm going to use a spell called Invitation. And for 2 stamina, that's going to pull this mage toward me. So let's do that. That's going to pull him right into the path. Oh, 100 damage, yeah. That's basically an instant kill. It is brutal. So basically the way these traps work is we killed the guy, but you notice the combat's not over yet. That's because we have to get through the trap, which basically just means to the other side, the far side of the map. I'm gesturing in the air with my hands while I talk, as though you can somehow see that. Yeah, so we just need to get one guy through, and that, you know, proves out that we know how to get through. So I'm just gonna have these 2 guys rest while Locklear walks through, and there we go. The battle was won. Search the body for supplies, Locklear suggested, then amended, but make it quick. There are more waiting out there. Let's not be here when they return. All right, so this, as I mentioned, is a mage. You remember last episode when I was saying, maybe all the yellow guys, the yellow versions of sprites are the mages. This is what I was talking about. This one is also yellow. It's the Moradel warrior, but it's a Moradel mage. It's interesting. And he had a lamprey. That's good. And a brooch, which is also good. That's worth quite a lot. And just some kingdom armor. You notice I bought another 14, one of our 14s back. I do wonder with this exploit. I've heard people talk about this exploit and actually coming out in the black. I do wonder if you have to be all the way down to 10% for it to really work. It's possible that makes the buy price go down a lot. I kind of doubt it, but hey, let's try it. Why not? Anyway, we got this lamprey. I'm gonna turn on weapon craft here. And we're just gonna leave that because I care more about weapon craft than. All right, and we'll repair. Oh, Oh, yeah, we didn't use our swords. All right, that's fine. Oops, was he carrying anything else? No. Okay. That was our first trap. They get a lot more complicated as the game goes, which is neat. They never get too hard, but it's a fun little alternate element to the usual, just, you know, kill dudes combat. And we will get a little bit more lore about them as we go as well. All right, we got a house at the end of a path here. Let's see what's going on. 300 pounds of madman answer the door. The greasy-looking farmer said to himself, sizing up Locklear in a single glance. Should have known that some kind of stranger had to be responsible. For what? Locklear prompted. Don't play stupid. You've been keeping me up for the last 10 nights with those rackets to the west. Locklear shook his head. I'm afraid there's been a mistake, really. We'll be leaving you alone now. So I think that's supposed to be referring to the trap that we just faced, but I'm not sure. We came from the west, and we didn't really see anything out of the ordinary other than that trap, so I gotta assume that's what he's talking about. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, water. This looks like, must be the river. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's a river here that we're gonna cross before we get to Tir Sog. I feel like there's gotta be something back here. Yeah, here we go. Finally, all of my going off the path is paid off. I'm gonna guess this is a Mordell chest, but let's find out. Yes, it is. All right. Gorth, scan the runes. What do we got? He gets short when he gets old. He gets out, then it gets cold. That, I think, has got to be C-A-N-D-L-E, candle. That's the one. And we've got, oh my. This is something. Wow. All right, so new thing. This is a blessing. You can see this little cross on the sword. And this is bless type 2. There's 3 bless types, 1, 2, and 3. They do 5%, 10%, and 15% respectively. And I think that just boosts these numbers by that percent, but I'm not sure. I don't exactly know how it works, but they make the weapon better. There is one weapon in the game, the most powerful weapon in the game, that notoriously you cannot bless. Well, you can, but you should not bless it because it can... So, it's an old game. It's using, I think, like 8-bit signed integers or whatever to do its damage. And the damage it does can get so high that it rolls over the top and goes negative. Because when you're representing integers, basically if the first bit, the most significant bit, goes positive, typically with your signed ints, it goes to 1, that means you're in the negative numbers. Usually how it's implemented. So in this case, if you increment, it eventually gets up so high that it becomes negative, and your sword can actually end up healing people. So when we get that sword, we're not going to bless it, although I may make a sub save just so we can try it out, because I've never seen that before and I want to see it. But anyway, this is a good sword, and I think it's going to be more accurate, so we're going to give that to Gorth because he cannot hit anything. I'm not mad at you, Gorth. I'm just disappointed. We're going to repair it first. Oops, that's the wrong one. All right. Beautimus. All right, and then let's look at the... Okay, we got a note. We'll have to read that because that's going to be probably plot related. We got some money, and then what we're really here for, which is 2 magic scrolls. What are they? We got Flamecast. Okay, we already had that one. That's not bad, though, because scrolls are worth a lot of money. We can sell this for some money, so that's good. And then we got Stardusk. Okay. That spell, I believe, that is an overland view. We're going to learn it right now. Although he could have wished for better circumstances under which to study it, Owen broke the scroll's wax seal and began to read. After an hour's laboring with a difficult language, he was able to commit the incantation to memory. While the words on the parchment etched indelible patterns in his mind, the scroll grew brittle, then crumbled slowly between his fingers, like sun-dried leaves. Alright, and we now know the spell Stardusk, which, if I remember correctly, is a light spell. So rather than using a torch or a ring of Prander, we can cast Stardusk and be able to see in the dark. There's a catch, though, because there are two light spells. One is Stardusk, and that one only works outdoors. And then there's another one that works indoors, whose name I'm forgetting. I feel like it's something Candle. Candle... I don't know. But it's something Candle. Anyway, so we've got this Flamecast, which, yeah, he already knows. Which, I mean, that's good. It's a good spell, but it would have been cool if it was something we didn't know. But, again, we can sell it for money, and we can use that money for all sorts of things. This is a note, which the description says, not yet convinced he should take the time to read over the missive's contents. Owen studied the yellowing parchment, but found nothing particularly outstanding about the ink in which it was printed or the cut of the paper. So if you right-click on a note, it describes the note. If you double-click on it, it actually reads it. So, Nighthawks should be advised that the magical traps set earlier are an inferior grade and are often unreliable. We have staked out 2 sections of Kingdom Roads to the south of Zun and west of Tirsog to test a new design engineered by the Six. That's talking about that trap we just faced. So, okay, hang on, let's see. It said south of Zun and west of Tirsog. So I believe west of Tirsog is where we are right now. I'm going to put that in there. Oh, the other important part of this. Nighthawks should be advised. What are Nighthawks? Well, they're a league of assassins, which you would know about if you read the books. But we will learn about them later in this game as well. But that's interesting. That means that there's Nighthawks involved in this plot right now. Korath's weaponcraft ability has increased. Good. 70%. That's pretty high, actually, already. Locklear's is only 60. Armorcraft is 43. Locklear, you may not be good at that stuff, but at least you know how to swing a sword. Freaking Korath, man. Well, it's getting to be nighttime, so why don't we try out Stardusk? I've never used it before. Here we go. Stardusk uses 5 to 15 health, and it does 48 minutes times the cost. So that's like about an hour. I don't know why it's not just an hour. Yeah, we'll do 5. Overhead, the stars flared. Owen swept his hand in a wide arc over his head, light growing from around them like a shimmering dust. Blinking rapidly, he let his eyes adjust to the strange artificial light. Small loan from above, Owen said in explanation. Let's get moving. Oh, it's blue. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like this spell. We're not going to stay up all night because we have to sleep. But this is kind of fun. All right, that's as far as we can go that direction. I guess we can make our way toward the bridge. It's kind of hard to see where we're going with the trees here and the fact that it's not like smooth motion, but oh, waterfall. That's cool. There's something over there. Can't make it out. It's either a grave or a person that we're gonna fight. I think it's a grave. Yeah, okay. There's a graveyard with a chest behind it. Hanging out in the graveyard at night. Alright, this is probably a Mordale chest. No, it's not. It's just unlocked. Locklear gritted his teeth. While they had agreed the box should be opened, he was privately concerned the previous user might have left behind an unpleasant surprise. It's a shell. Okay. They're not worth much, but they are worth something. Alright, we got graves. Do we want to dig up graves? Not really. Looks like we have to sleep, so let's do that. Nice. There's something about digging up graves that is just like, it's something you can do. You can use a shovel usage. Sometimes you'll find something. I guess I'll show you. For some reason, it's just incredibly boring to me. I don't know why. I don't mind doing the repetitive grinding stuff, but this stuff just, for whatever reason, just is so boring to me. Pole dudding. Dull pudding? I don't know. No one knew when he came or when he went. I feel like that's... So sometimes the caption will have something to do with what's buried there. Yeah, we're going to dig it up. Hey! I thought it might be that. It's another pair of... what are they called? Weed walkers. Which we don't actually need, but we might need later on. And that's all I'm going to say about that, but we might need it later. Water took her into the deeps. I feel like that could be a potion. That's strange. Oh yeah. The digging was exhaustive. Standing waist deep in the hole, Owen levered open the lid of the pine box with the tip of the shovel. When at last it was open, his face contorted with a look that was a mixture of relief and disappointment. That's strange, Owen said. No body! That is strange. Okay, we got a couple more here. Aruna in the wilds was the Hadati woman. Well, that's intriguing. Let's check it out. An hour passed, covered with grime and grave mold. Ew. Gorth distastefully flung back the heavy lid of the coffin to look at its contents. Immediately he retched as a thick ammonia scent billowed up from the coffin's corrupting remains. Just a body, he gagged. Gross. David Booley, buried without a word. That just says there's something down there to me. Nope, it's just a body. Baby Erisa, a week she cried before she slept. That's really sad. I'm not digging that up. That's just depressing. This is, yeah, maybe it's just depressing and I don't like it. Aglis Soggin, another helping put him 6 feet under. That's going to be probably food. Yeah. Poisoned, not even food. Yeah, spoiled. All right, yeah. Cool, that was... Well, we got some weed walkers. I guess that's something. Otherwise, it was, you know, depressing and terrible. Alright. You know what? I can pull up the overhead map here. Okay, so there's a town over there. I was thinking I was maybe going to find some secrets back here, but I think it's just a way to get around the town. That's fine. We'll go back to the road. Head on in to... I forget what town this is. Let's take a look. It is Tirsog. Alright. Tirsog. Ah, yes, Tirsog. I'm a fan of Tirsog. Because of this store, in particular. Because of this lovely little item here, the practice lute. In the hands of a jongler, the lute was often a pleasure to him, but now that the instrument was in his hands, he wasn't certain it was a deadly weapon. It wasn't a deadly weapon. Even if he learned to master it, his repertoire of songs was frightfully limited. I'm assuming, well, I don't know who he is in that context, but that's alright. We have some items to sell. I don't think he's probably going to buy this scroll. No, I have no use for such an item, the shopkeeper said. You'll probably buy a brooch. 37 sovereigns, I'll take it. And we got a couple of shells, 2 sovereigns, 5 royals. Not bad, not bad. I don't think we really need these torches. Well, we only have 1 ring of brander left. Oh, okay. If he buys this oilcloth, I'll sell it. No, he doesn't want that. Does he want swords? Nah, he doesn't want swords either. That's alright. Okay, we have 56 gold. And I'm gonna see if I can buy this practice loot for less than half of that. Best I can do, the shopkeeper shrugged. It's been a difficult month. 27 sovereigns, or 27 times 2 is 54. Yep, we can do it. Alright, I'm gonna buy 2 of these for now. And exit quick. And you guessed it, it's time to grind that barding skill. We're not going to get all the way to 100 with 2 of these. I think it takes 3 to do it, if I remember correctly from my more recent playthrough. I will show you one use of it, and then I'll pause for the rest of them. This one's actually going to be pretty quick, fortunately. Owen plucked the strings of the practice lute carefully. You can hear him playing in the background. I love that. Once he's good, you'll be able to hear the whole song. It's the main theme song of the game. Actually, it's called "This Kingdom of Mine." And I actually recently found, I play guitar for fun, and I recently found a sheet music for the song for classical guitar, and I've been trying to learn it myself, and I sound worse than that, if I'm being honest. Anyway, Owen plucked the strings of the practice lute carefully, aware his smallest mistakes were the cause of great grief to others. He could at least say that he was learning, however, minutely, every time he played the single tune he knew. Great, and his barding didn't even increase from that. But that's okay. So we're going to go, these have 20 uses each. I'm going to burn through all of those, and we'll see how high it goes. We're starting at barding of 43%, and let's see how high we go. We're going to get all the way up to 65, which is not as high as I would hoped. I think it's going to take probably 2 more full loots to get that up to 100, but this is totally worth it. This is the skill that pays for itself, because every tavern we go to, Owen can play that lute and make us anywhere from like 50 to 100 sovereigns. Is not bad, and will quickly pay for all the practice lutes. And actually, he's got 1 play left on this lute, so as we wrap up our session today, why don't I have Owen play me out? Thanks for joining me for this video, everybody. This is episode 4. I have been Live Overdrive. This has been Betrayal at Krondor, and I'll see you next time. Bye now. Good job, Omen. I'm proud of you.